Hey guys, I have Psalm 72, so I'll go ahead and read it and then I'll make it short and sweet for you guys. Psalm 72, it says, "Give the king your justice, O God, and your righteousness to the royal son. May he judge your people with righteousness and your poor with justice. Let the mountains bear prosperity for the people and the hills in righteousness. May he defend the cause of the poor of the people, give deliverance to the children of the needy, and crush the oppressor. May they fear you while the sun endures, and as long as the moon throughout all generations. May he be like rain that falls on the mown grass, like showers that water the earth. In his days may the righteous flourish, and peace abound till the moon be no more. May he have dominion from sea to sea, and from the river to the ends of the earth. May desert tribes bow down before him, and his enemies lick the dust. May the king of Tarshish and of the coastlands render him tribute. May the kings of Sheba and Seba bring gifts. May all kings fall down before him, all nations serve him. For he delivers the needy when he calls, the poor and him who has no helper. He has pity on the weak and the needy, and saves the lives of the needy. From oppression and violence he redeems their life, and precious is their blood in his sight. Long may he live, may gold of Sheba be given to him. May prayer be made for him continually, and blessings invoked for him all day long. May there be abundance of grain in the land. On the tops of the mountains may it wave. May its fruits be like Lebanon, and may people blossom in the cities, like the grass of the field. May his name endure forever, his fame continue as long as the sun. May people be blessed in him, all nations call him blessed. Blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel, who alone does wondrous things. Blessed be his glorious name forever. May the whole earth be filled with his glory. Amen and amen." So what I thought, well, it's kind of up in the air who wrote this. Most people think King Solomon wrote this, just about what he hoped that his rule as king would look like. Some people think that David wrote it. And speaking of King Solomon's reign, so nonetheless, I thought what was super interesting was how this passage starts versus how it ends. So I was looking up a commentary, and I think it kind of nailed it. It was really good. But it just started talking about, obviously at the beginning, it talks a lot about the attributes of King Solomon that he would like to have, and it talks about what makes a righteous king. And we see it's, they embody justice, and they render faithful justice to the nation, that they would protect the nation from the oppression, and when the king rules well, the nation as well, and all of that. And it talks a lot about bringing deliverance to the people. Just all things, they use a lot of lofty words about what makes a king righteous and how he wants to be a righteous king. And then it even goes on to talk about how, I think it was, as long as, or till the moon no more, as long as the moon, basically saying, forever and ever, that he would rule. And I think what's interesting is, as we continue on, it obviously ends with us blessing the Lord. So in another section I read, I thought it was just a really good reminder that, everything we just read in Psalm 72, as much as King Solomon wanted to be that king, and no matter how great he was, even at the height of his rule, at the height of his power, he could not fulfill what Psalms 72 had said. So we know that only the rule of Jesus one day could do that, so King Jesus. So I wanted to read this to you guys too real quick. It says, "History makes it clear that no earthly king, even Solomon at the peak of his power, could fulfill the ideals of this psalm. But the day would come when a truly righteous king would come into the world. He alone would truly administer justice and defend the cause of the needy. His rule would extend to the ends of the earth. All rivals will be placed under his feet. Indeed, every knee shall bow in heaven and on earth." Of course, we're speaking about Jesus, and it says, "He and he alone stands as the fulfillment of every hope and aspiration of Psalms 72. So I just think that was so neat. It's kind of foreshadowing a king that, we know that will one day truly fulfill Psalm 72. So one last thing to note before we finish here, what I thought was cool was Psalms is divided into 5 books, and this is the end of book 2. So it goes from Psalms 42, I think, to Psalm 72 is book 2. And what I think's unique about us being able to travel through the Psalms together is that we've, from Psalms 42 to 72, we've seen a lot of trials and a lot of tribulations. So I thought, how fitting that we would end with verses 18 and 19. And it says, "Blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel, who alone does wondrous things. Blessed be his glorious name forever. May the whole earth be filled with his glory. Amen and amen." So I thought, what a way to end after a lot of trials and tribulations that we've read about, is just giving the Lord his due glory and blessing his name over all the earth and praising him as the King forever. And I think that's something that we could challenge ourselves with too, is just obviously we're all going through a time of, we've talked about almost every week, just uncertain times and challenging times this school year. And I think what a reminder for us to, no matter how much we talk about our trials or tribulations or even pray about them, that we would always end with something similar to verses 18 and 19. So I hope that blesses you guys, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.